Creative Hearts, welcome for your lesson. And today's lesson, I've just sampled a few questions in connection with the exam that has just ended, end of term one exam 2024. And the first question is about what will you need as materials and tools for crayon etching. Remember, crayon etching is a technique of picture making whereby you make a picture on a specially prepared surface. And in this technique, you need various materials so that now you can accomplish this mission. Number one, you need the crayons themselves, the wax crayons. You also need sharp tools for etching or scratching, like pins, like thorns, like compass, and what have you. You also need soap. The soap helps the crayon to stick. You also need black ink or black watercolor. You also need containers for storing the ink, for holding the brushes and what have you. You also need paint, the paint itself or ink itself. You also need a ruler. You also need a pencil. You also need a drawing paper or a drawing book. And above all, you also need a paintbrush to apply the black Indian ink. And also you need a rag. Those are the materials and tools required in crayon etching. Question number two, when drawing a still life arrangement, which form, if you are drawing two forms, which form would go to the background? Remember, when you are drawing a still life, you arrange your objects in three grounds. We have the foreground. That's where you place those objects which are nearer to you. The objects which are in between, we say they are in the middle ground. And those ones which are at the back, we say they are at the background. So when you are drawing a still life or comprising of two forms, it is very, very important that you place the largest object behind the smaller one. The smaller one should be in front and the large object should be at the back. That was the correct option. And then number three, the tool used in mixing paint. Which tool? It was drawn there. Then the learners was, which tool is used to mix paint? Automatically, the tool which was drawn there in that picture, it was a palette. A tool with some oars where you can mix the colors, palette. And then the other question was about a grade 4 learner pupil mixed the following colors. What were the resulting colors? One, when you mix red and blue, you get violet or purple. And when you mix yellow and red, you get orange. And also when you mix blue and yellow, you get color green. And those colors you are mixing are primary colors, and those ones which you are getting like a purple, orange, and green, we refer to them as secondary colors. And then the other question was, you can change the tone of color by adding black or white. Remember we said that tone is the lightness or darkness of a color. And if you want to change tone of a color, you can do so by adding black to that color or by adding white to that color. For example, if it is color blue, you add black, it becomes dark blue. And if it is color blue, you add color white, it becomes what? It becomes light blue. And then the next question, which also was a big bother to the learners, was drawing objects. When you draw objects, there are three techniques of drawing objects. You can draw objects through imagination. When we are not seeing, we are trying to imagine how they look like. That kind of drawing is what we call drawing from imagination. Then number two, there's drawing of objects that you once saw. You saw an object as you were coming to school. And then when you arrive in class, the teacher tells you, can you draw that animal you saw on your way to school? That will be drawing from memory. But now, if I place an object in front of you, I give you a pencil and a paper to draw while you are looking at it, that is what we call drawing from observation. And then the other question was the steps to follow when you are making a charcoal stick. Number one, you cutting green stick. Then after cutting the green stick, step number two is peeling off the back of that stick. And then number three will be putting that stick on fire to burn. And then once it burns, then you cool it down. After cooling it down, use a knife to cut into the right sizes and then put in an open container so that now, well, it is now ready to be used. So those are some of the questions I've sampled, which gave grade 4 learners a bit of headache during their final exam for this term, 2024. Bye for now.